local golf teacher is about to compete with some of the biggest stars in the PGA, but not before overcoming a challenge that left his life in the kind of sand trap that's hard to escape.
Yeah, this is the kind of story that will inspire you no matter what challenge you personally face.
Brad Galli is here to tell us about the teacher who's taking on the pros. Brad?
Yeah, pretty cool. Carolyn, Stephen, the only man from Michigan who will play in this week's PGA Championship is a 51-year-old golf teacher from Plymouth. And he's someone just a few years ago nobody would have expected to make it, and that's because personal demons kept him from the people and the game he loved.
Brian Cairns is usually the one watching golf, teaching his students in Plymouth. But this summer, kids at Fox Hills tuned in to watch their coach qualify for the PGA Championship.
They just couldn't believe how, good I was. I mean, they were surprised that, oh my God, you're like a tour player.
It's kind of cool being coached by someone that's in the PGA.
Now he's ready to tee off Thursday morning with some of the best players in the world. It has the entire club stirring.
Oh, I'm so excited for Brian. He's a quality player. We've got our fingers crossed for him because the pressure is totally different.
But pressure in golf, even at the highest level, is nothing compared to what Cairns has faced off the course.
Late in my career, a lot of things have come to fruition that I've really worked hard on the last 25 years. It was pretty satisfying knowing people, what I've been through.
What have you been through?
Yeah, drinking, and a drinking issue, substance abuse, I guess you'd call it. Cost me a marriage, and, I made some bad decisions in my life.
His marriage, a relationship with his 2 kids, his golf career, everything important to Brian, dissolved in front of his eyes.
I was pretty driven in the wrong direction, by call it a bottle or call it alcohol, but the alcohol was just an excuse. It was really a decision I made.
But that's not how his story ends. Brian has put the bottle down and picked up his relationships with his kids, with the game he loves and the students he gets to teach.
It's been 7 years, and I think after a couple years after I stopped, my vision of what I wanted, clarity, goals got clearer, and it really paid off.
It's amazing to hear the stories of where he was and where he is now, and just tremendously proud. The Fox Hills family have seen his struggles and now realize he has come all out of it and just done a wonderful job.
So now, as Brian gets set to play with the world's best golfers at the PGA Championship, he's also living as the man he wants to be. His students have certainly taken notice.
You think you'll be watching him?
Yeah, definitely.
Teaching the kids and then seeing them, their games really work out really well, it's really helped a lot.
And because of that, kids in Plymouth have an example on the course and off of it.
Now, Brian has no problem opening up and talking about his bumpy road. He said there were people who helped him heal, and so he views it as a responsibility to help the people out there who won't talk about their struggle, and said if his story saves one life, it's worth it. And it's worth noting, Carolyn and Stephen, that throughout all of this, he's a very serious man, but he's got some humor too. He played with Rory McIlroy on Monday, and he told me, my goal is to beat him. Why not? I'm playing with him anyways.
Wow.
Might as well.
So courageous, though, for him to share his story, and so glad that he's reconnected with his kids, but wonderful for him to share his story, and I know he's going to help at least one person in many more.
Someplace down the road, yeah. And we wish him luck against Rory also. Dave is standing by right now to take a look at what's happening weather-wise around this area, including the Dream Cruise.
Oh, I love to